Eerie, the Goofy Goobers.
Isn't manly enough.
Remember that? You've seen that one guy's face in my closet before?
But I think there's actually a lot more going on here than it
Yeah.
seems. This place actually has an insane amount of similarities to the Goofy Goober ice cream parlor. They're both shaped like boats, they both have bikes out front and a bar inside, and they both have two-word titles that start with the same letter, Goofy Goobers and Thug Tug. Is it possible that this place is actually a former Goofy Goobers establishment that was abandoned?
It's
I mean,
before a
they
stretch to
literally
say
have the
that,
Goofy Goober
too.
theme song on hand.
But that part's true.
SpongeBob, it's the Goofy Goober theme song.
And they claim that no kids are allowed here, yet we see some old kid-sized handprints in the bathroom. If this really is a former Goofy Goobers, then these guys would probably know the truth about the cult, which would explain why they're so against having anyone who's not manly in the bar. It's not because they hate kids, it's because they're trying to keep out a dangerous cult. If SpongeBob and Patrick just stuck around a little longer, maybe they would have learned this too, but they quickly sneak out and even make fun of the tough guys at the bar.
Come on, Pat, one more time.
Okay. We're on a baby hunt, and don't think we don't know how to weed them out.
Clearly, they didn't get the lesson they were supposed to from this place. Then they go through a fish graveyard and stop at a random ice cream stand, but it turns out it was actually a trap for a monster to lure unsuspecting victims.
Okay, Patrick, you can let go now.
An ice cream store that's a facade for something darker that lures people in and keeps them trapped. It's like the ocean is literally screaming the truth to SpongeBob and Patrick, but they just aren't getting it. But then they reach an obstacle that's just too great for them to pass, and it makes them reevaluate some things about themselves.
We're not kids.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We worship a dancing peanut for corn's sake! You've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants for 3 years straight.
Oh, you're right, SpongeBob.
It isn't until Mindy helps them realize that they're more than just Goofy Goober kids that they can continue on their journey. They sing an entire song about how they believe in themselves now, and Patrick even says this.
Now that we're men.
I'll remember that part, for sure.
They have finally broken free from the cult's indoctrination.
Not for long,
but
though.
Unfortunately, it doesn't last very long. They're
Yeah.
stopped by a hitman Plankton hired to take them out, and he completely destroys all the progress they've made to grow as characters.
Step aside and you won't have to feel the awesome wrath of our mustache.
These.
They were fake?
Of course they were fake.
They end up getting abducted by a scuba diver who, to them, is a terrifying alien from another world, which is an interesting parallel to Reginald Goober being taken by aliens.
Yeah, oh man. Looks like the Cyclops from the second theory, and fourth.
They're taken to Shell City
Looks like
in a room
the
full of
narrator
dead fish,
took 'em.
a place eerily similar to a death cult after a mass suicide. While
we
SpongeBob and
found
Patrick
him.
are being dragged to death, they decide to fully embrace the Goofy Goober's beliefs and spend their last moments alive singing the Goofy
crazy
Goober
talk.
theme song.
I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah. You're a Goofy Goober, yeah. Goofy, Goofy, Goober.
But then, just like death cults always promise, they and everyone in the room are reborn when the sprinkler system turns on.
Whoa.
Whew, this is it's getting real dark. Then
Yeah, it
we
is.
get to the climactic finale of the movie.
Oh, here we
SpongeBob
go.
returns to the Krusty
go.
Krab, now a changed man. He has to battle Plankton and his army of mind-controlled
which song
slaves,
that is.
and this is how the final confrontation plays out.
And if I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are. So yeah, I'm a kid, and I'm also a goofball, and a wingnut, and a knucklehead McSpagatron.
What's going on here?
But most of all, I'm...
Hey, settle down.
I'm...
Take it easy. What the scallop?
I'm a Goofy Goober!
I'm a Goofy Goober.
Remember
On
that
first
part?
watch, this is such a satisfying and cathartic moment for SpongeBob. But in reality, this is the moment that he has gone past the point of no return and becomes a Goofy Goober.
Yep.
Now, this is normally when I pretend like the video was over and then surprise you with a last-minute twist, but I don't need to pretend this time. If you think this entire video has been insane rambling and none of this could possibly be intentional, well then just for you, I have saved my best piece of evidence for last. Are you ready? While SpongeBob sings the Goofy Goober song, we cut to him standing on the world and getting abducted by a UFO. And even the UFO's lights make a pattern of red, yellow,
red,
which is eerily similar to the Goofy Goober UFO that has 2 red cherries with a yellow banana in the middle.
Yeah.
And that is the Goofy Goober
A lot of it's true,
alien
though,
death
I
cult
think.
theory. Wow. Didn't think I could, make these theories any darker, could ya? Gotta love that good old family-friendly, PG-rated SpongeBob.
I know next
I
ones
am
won't be
having
as
so
dark,
much fun
but
making
it's
these
fine.
videos. Don't worry, we've got plenty more on the way. I'm just making
Nice
SpongeBob
job.
stuff from now on.
Oh,
I've been your
what?
host, Alex the
Oh,
SpongeBob guy.
okay,
Thank you
that's
so
fine,
much
but
for watching.
do what you want
I
to do,
will see
too.
you next time.
Okay. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay. Getting impatient.
Hey, I'm gonna assume you're still down here.
It's a creature.
Thought about what you asked, and sorry, I just can't. I mean, it's one thing to buy you meat, but a living animal, like a cat, that's not a line that I'm willing to cross. And if that means you're not gonna give me SpongeBob theories anymore, then so be it. But honestly, man, good luck finding someone else that's gonna be willing to be a part of whatever this weird relationship is between us. Come on, I know you can hear me.
That's the caller.
What did you do?
My boy, I took what you brought me.
No, but I changed my mind. I didn't give you the cat.
You purchased the cat. You brought it to this home. I simply finished the job.
No, this is not what I wanted, okay?
Backward.
This isn't worth it. We are fucking fine.
Knock. Sorry, that's not my fault. It was his fault.
My boy, we both know you can't go back now.
Okay, this is the last time that I want you out of this house.
He's like, oh, I don't think so, fool. It's Squidward tentacles. What? What the heck? Squidward tentacles. Squidward. It's Squidward. Oh. We know it's a squid. The creature's a squid. So now we're gonna doing part 1 of the SpongeBob theory number 7.
Some of my theories have been a little crazy lately.
Yeah.
I mean, Goofy Goober, alien
Very
death
true.
cult theory, Pearl's dead mother theory. Let's maybe try and
Maybe her
slow
father's
down
part
a
of
bit
it.
on this one. There is a secret
Whoa,
robot
whoa.
invasion happening in Bikini Bottom. Everywhere you look,
Got some
robots
metal
integrate
going on, huh?
themselves into society, kidnapping and replacing people with robot cyborgs, waiting for their chance to rise up and start the robot apocalypse. This is not a joke. I repeat, the robots are coming. The robots are coming.
This is the
We have a lot
robot
of technology
theory.
in our world too, so that's not surprising. Let's see what's going on here. Cool, I still go on a swing sometimes when I have free time or when I want to relax. Well, not much.
Alex.
Ooh.
Oh. Sorry, what?
He
Okay,
has
dude?
some friends this time. Cool.
Yeah, sorry, I've just got a lot on my mind lately.
How's the SpongeBob theorizing going?
It's good. It's good. I'm actually thinking about maybe stopping.
What?
Why? They're huge.
Yeah, I mean, people watch them. It's just I didn't go to film school for 3
True.
years just to make SpongeBob theories forever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just something you're doing now.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean you have to do them
True.
like forever.
It's easy for you to say. I mean, what, you're a year out of film school and you're already directing commercials?
Yeah, but I didn't go to film school to make commercials either. It's just something I'm doing for now. I like SpongeBob
Sounds similar to the
theories.
creature.
Yeah.
Maybe she has one too.
Maybe.
I don't know. Find out together.
These videos also just, they take a lot to make. Not sure if I'm up for it anymore.
Dude, up for it? You just like watching cartoons all day. That sounds awesome. I
Nah,
would kill
with
to have
that.
as many followers as you, man. I'd be set. I've been trying to get my film funded
True,
for
but
months, and I still have nothing to show for it. You know,
I have
like a pretty
some
sweet
subscribers, but I don't work hard like he does. There's no way. I want a lot,
it's time
though.
for another SpongeBob conspiracy.
Let's
Wow, I just
do,
realized
yeah!
I've been making SpongeBob videos for over a year now.
Wow,
I definitely
that's
did not
crazy.
think that I'd still be making these a year later. But it's all worth it, right? Because you guys love them, and I love making them, and they're super easy to make.
Yeah, that's true.
The sponsor. Time to talk about today's sponsor.
Alright, let's do it.
Do you like intense, action-packed mobile games?
Not really.
Epic rosters with hundreds of characters to play and bosses to fight? Well, then you'll love Wine from Bright Cellars.
Okay, I like that
You know,
better.
after a long day of
Nice
SpongeBob
classicalness,
theorizing,
nice
I
job.
like to crack open a nice cold wine.
I like wine, but I mean, I'm not a big fan like moonshine, but okay.
Red. But here's the thing. I don't really know anything about wine.
Yeah.
That's why it's good. Bright Cellars has got my back.
Nice!
Bright Cellars
Nice
is a monthly wine
job!
subscription service that helps people discover wines that they'll love. First, you just take a quick personality quiz, then they send you a box of wines specifically based on your taste. Each wine comes with educational cards that tell you how to best serve it or what to pair it with. Trust me, they know you better than you know
We'll
yourself.
see about that.
This is the Forever Fleeting. Very good, very good. I'm getting a little bit of peaches, which is nice.
Yeah, I like the
Kinda
fruit
reminds
one.
me of the peach cobbler my mom used to make me as
Looks
a kid.
good.
Bright Cellars, they always know. They always know. A little bit of apricots too.
Yummy.
Kind of like the first kiss I ever had at the Sadie Hawkins dance. Apricot lipstick. How did
I bet it was fun
How
too.
did you know that, Bright Cellars?
Yep, don't forget to drink the
Oh my
rest
God.
of it. Don't
Orange
waste it.
blossoms. My
Costs a
Gam
lot.
used to call me her little orange blossom. How did you know that, Bright Cellars?
Oh, no.
How did you know that? Bright Cellars is offering 50% off your first box.
Nice.
That's 6 bottles of wine for just $53.
Not bad, but still a
That is
lot.
a lot of wine for that price.
Well,
but
yeah,
hey, you gotta be 21 or older to order, okay?
Yep,
No
that's
kids. No kids. Wine's for adults.
Yep. Make sure you're only, but you're above 21, or you're 21. Below 21, you cannot. So.
Adults like me. Just go
Yep,
to the
me
link on the
too.
screen to get your 50% off. Now that I've drinking my wine, I will begin the theory.
The robots are coming. The robots, like.
One of my favorite episodes of SpongeBob is the season 3 episode Crab Board.
I remember that
watches
one.
a scary robot movie, then gets super paranoid about robots taking over, and even kidnaps
Mr. Krabs.
What? You think I'm a robot? We don't think.
We know.
It's a really funny
Oh, I
episode,
can't resist
but
that
I
part.
can't help but wonder if SpongeBob's fears might be a bit more justified than we thought. In the episode
I
SB129,
remember
we
that
get our
one.
first glimpse of the future Bikini Bottom, 2,000 years later.
Okay, what's going
The
on
future.
here? Why is everything chrome?
Everything is chrome in the future.
We see a world covered in chrome, where everyone has been
You mean
replaced
like
with
Chrome
robotic
Google
people.
Chrome? Or,
SpongeBob, is that you?
SpongeBob? No, I am SpongeTron.
And this isn't the only time we see a future full of robots. In the season 7 episode Back to the Past, SpongeBob time travels to an alternate future where Man Ray takes over, and once again, people have been replaced by robots. And then, in the second SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, there's a deleted scene where SpongeBob and Plankton go to the future and see this.
We did it! I wonder
Okay.
where we are. Excuse me,
Do you know what year this is?
Special features, probably.
We didn't go back in time. We went present time.
And there's even foreshadowing in episodes that
Yeah.
take place in the present. In the Krusty Krab training video, we hear this.
Well, luckily for you, Mr. Krab's fear of robot overlords
Whoa.
keeps the balance of technology
I noticed it, but I never
And
thought of
in
it.
security guards, we can see an exhibit that clearly shows the evolution of SpongeBob eventually getting taken over by robots.
Every series has an evolution of
so there seems to be
something.
a lot of evidence for the future of Bikini Bottom being taken over by robots. But honestly, why does any of this matter? I mean, robots ruling the world is a pretty common depiction of the future in lots of different media. And even if this is the canonical future of the show, it's at the very least thousands of years in the future. It's not like we can already see this robot invasion happening in present-day Bikini Bottom, right? Here's an interesting question about SpongeBob that's always bothered me. Why are there so many robots in the show? And I'm not talking about Sandy or Plankton's inventions. It makes sense for them to have robots since they're both genius inventors. But why do hospitals and office buildings and amusement parks and Weenie Hut Juniors and many, many more places have such advanced robots? I mean, let's ignore the fact that they're underwater and robots wouldn't really make sense down here.
True.
Bikini Bottom isn't like a super advanced society, right? You wouldn't really say that they have much futuristic technology, except when it comes to robots. But why? And what's even stranger is that there are many instances where these robots suddenly turn evil. The first time I really started to notice this was in the season 7 episode Tunnel of Glove. SpongeBob and Pearl get trapped in a Glove World boat ride that's full of animatronics. Patrick tries to set them free by breaking into the control room, but accidentally causes all the animatronics to suddenly turn evil and attack SpongeBob. Now, this is a pretty basic cartoon trope. Someone accidentally breaks the controls, then the robot malfunctions and turns evil. This isn't really all that weird for SpongeBob. Except, what's strange about this is that Patrick doesn't break any controls. He hits a button labeled Animatronic Override, and that's what causes the robots to turn evil.
I'll just gingerly lean on this wall. Huh?
They aren't malfunctioning. The robots were intentionally designed to have a button that makes them attack people, but why? Then, in
I'm
the
not
episode
sure.
Good Neighbors,
That's
Goober
good
discovers
question.
a flyer for a home security system that's suspiciously free, despite it clearly being very advanced. After he sets it up, his house suddenly grows arms and legs and starts destroying Bikini Bottom.
Wow, Squidward's house is destroying the neighborhood.
Now, to be
That's
fair,
crazy.
this was a malfunction caused by SpongeBob,
Yeah.
but why would a simple home security system have giant arms and legs? I mean, the
Not
malfunction didn't
sure.
create them, they
It
were
sounds
clearly
pretty
already
weird.
installed. They eventually do manage to stop the house, but what's really creepy about this is that we can still see signs of Squidward's house being sentient after this episode.
true.
Then, in the season 11 episode Krusty Cleaners, SpongeBob and Patrick go to an office building and encounter a trash cleaning robot. The robot immediately attacks them for causing a mess.
Oh, my rumpus roasting!
But this time, there's no malfunction that causes this. It's working exactly as intended. Not only does the trash robot have a buzzsaw and a literal laser cannon, but it also turns all of the nearby machines into killer robots to help hunt down SpongeBob and Patrick. So, where are all these places getting these super advanced robots? And more importantly, why are they all being programmed to suddenly turn evil? This is a question that stumped me for a while, until I watched the season 11 episode, My Leg. This is the episode where I truly realized there was an actual conspiracy theory here, and not just cartoon antics. It's time we finally find out who is behind the robot invasion. Hey, I'm still serious about you leaving this house. It's not that I don't appreciate everything you've done for me, it's just, I think we want very different things. You know, I don't want it to come to
You
this,
need a bigger
but
knife than that, buddy,
I will
to get
leave
that
this
thing out
force
of
if I
here.
have to, so you better go
The mastermind. Oh, beep, 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 bop, beep, boop, boop, bop.
The episode My Leg focuses on the reoccurring gag of this one fish always injuring his leg throughout the show.
Of course.
At
You
one
don't really
point in
see
the
him
episode,
much.
he goes to a hospital and meets a robot that works there. It's just a small throwaway gag. The robot never turns evil or does anything strange.
Don't take my leg! Don't take my leg!
But there's something awfully familiar about the robot's design. Let's go all the way back to the Season 3 episode Plankton's Army, which opens with Plankton trying to steal the Krabby Patty's secret formula with a robot disguise.
You never know what trick he'll use to steal me secret Krabby Patty formula.
What a quaint restaurant. I think I will sample their wares.
These robots have an uncanny similarity, right down to the same time. Okay, but maybe we could just chalk this up to the showrunners being lazy and reusing assets. But SpongeBob has always had a pretty diverse amount of robot designs throughout the show. And it's not like this is a direct copy-paste either. They went to the effort to redesign the face and colors, but it was still clearly based on Plankton's robot. So, here's my theory. Plankton has built many robots to try and steal the Krabby Patty secret formula, but I think after he fails to do so, he doesn't just throw them away. He redesigns the robots and then gives them to different businesses in Bikini Bottom with the intention to one day use them to take over the world once he
Yeah,
has
it sounds
enough
about
in place.
right.
I mean, we know what Plankton really wants isn't the secret formula, it's to rule the world.
I will rule the world!
And there's even the video game,
Never
Battle
played
for
it.
Bikini Bottom, where Plankton tried to take over using an army of robots. So, this theory doesn't seem too far-fetched for Plankton's character, but we're gonna need a lot more evidence if we're gonna prove he's the one behind all the robots in Bikini Bottom. So, let's get started. In the Season 3 episode, No Weenies Allowed, we see a robot working
Yeah, I
at a
remember
place
that
called
episode
Weenie
real well.
Country.
Would you care for another Diet Cola with a lemon twist?
Weenie.
And while it doesn't resemble any of the robots we've seen Plankton make, does that voice sound familiar to you?
It
Would you
does.
care for another Diet Cola with a lemon twist? What a quaint restaurant. I think I will sample their wares.
And again, it's not like this is the default robot voice we hear in SpongeBob. There are many different voices the show has used for robot characters.
What a quaint restaurant.
Greetings, I am Robo 2.1.
No threat detected. This is very uncomfortable.
Leave my father alone!
But here, they specifically recreated the voice from Plankton's robot. Let's go back to Glove World for a second. In the control room, we see a machine on the wall that looks shockingly like SpongeBob. So much so that Patrick even mistakes him for it. We know Plankton has built a SpongeBob robot before in Welcome to the Chum Bucket. Maybe he repurposed it here inside of Glove World. In Krusty Cleaners, the trash robot also has a striking resemblance to Plankton's robot in the Season 9 episode Eek and Urchin. In the Season 5 episode The Patty Gadget, Squidward tries to get SpongeBob fired by replacing him with a machine that creates Krabby Patties for free. But it's never explained where Squidward got this machine. Now, it doesn't resemble anything we've seen Plankton make, but a staple in a lot of Plankton's inventions is having them resemble his likeness, especially with one eye in the middle, and that's exactly what we see with the Patty Gadget. And the patties it makes are terrible, which would make sense for something
Very
Plankton
true.
made. In the episode All That Glitters, SpongeBob buys a super advanced talking spatula.
Les Spatula 3000 at your service.
But in the episode Evil Spatula, we find out Plankton has a whole collection of advanced spatulas just like this one, and even tries to trick SpongeBob into taking a talking spatula. It seems like no matter where we turn, we can find a connection between the technology in Bikini Bottom and Plankton. But, if you remember in those glimpses of the future, the world isn't just ruled by robots. They've actually replaced all the existing citizens with robot copies.
I am SpongeTron.
Believe it or not, this is also something we can already see happening in Bikini Bottom today. Get ready to see how far this robot invasion has really gone.
We're gonna stop at this part. We're gonna do the next video with part 2 of the robot theory and SpongeBob, and then the preview April Fool's joke. Well, it's hard to explain. It's not. Well, it's a joke, but it wasn't a joke. He made a theory. It's not real though. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to him too if you like the video. And I'll do more on the next video for you guys. Thanks for watching.